Grand Rising YouTube, Grand Rising, good afternoon, depending on where you are. I'm back specifically to do another reading in regards to the seasons that I've been tapped into since the beginning of the year. I'm currently on season 5 now, which is it's all about the healing of the little matchstick girl. I think this would be like the eighth reading for that season. I've got spin-offs, but this is going back to series 3, where the hermit was at the bottom of the deck. So for those of you that don't know how I do my seasons, how I was guided to do my seasons from season 1 was when I pull the highest energy major arcana card, whatever card is at the bottom of the deck is the card what will lead me on to the following series. But I've done a few spin-offs, so I've done a divine masculine, a divine feminine, then a mature woman came through, which I felt was a karmic energy, third party energy. I've also done a few spin-offs. Then I've done a few I've done a new moon in Taurus reading, and I've also done other readings after that. So now I'm coming back to tap into this reading, or this energy of it's all about the healing of the little matchstick girl, where I used the past life cards, and what came out was phobias, baby, and health. Season 1, you would have to go back. The little matchstick girl was the overall energy, and the downloads just kept on coming from then. A few write-ups, automatic write-ups that I've done, songs that came to mind is also in the descriptions of some of the videos. So it's all about the healing for the little matchstick girl in this hermit energy. So the hermit is looking into balance. Overall energy, its balance is looking to be restored within. Those who's resonating with the energy of the little matchstick girl, a lot of deception and deceit has been going on. This is the current energy, this is the past energy, this is where it's stemming from, that root energy. So this is showing life cycles, past lives, generational patterns, etc., which brought fear to the energy that I was tapping into. Bottom of the deck is holistic health. So I could be talking or connecting to an energy that is looking into this kind of way of living, holistic health, change of diet, giving up toxic habits, herbals, Dr. Sebi kind of energy, a change of lifestyle. I will read it from the book. I'm just going to pull a few more. The energy. Something wanted to come out then, but my reaction caught the card. I am humble. I care for earth is at the bottom of the deck. Fire ants. Bottom of the deck, mouse. The first one I want to read is the fire ants. So this is going to break down the kind of energies that's either around you or within you. If I can find it. Aggression, rigid thinking, following orders. Fire ants energy flares up without nothing. Let me start again. Fire ant energy flares up without us noticing it. The force. So I'm going to find my glasses, which I have not got to hand. Alright, let me just continue. It says fire ant energy flares up without us noticing. It's the force that attracts us to the people and situations that feed our imbalances, rather than those that counter them. Gossiping and blaming are a few indicators that misaligned fire and energy is at play. You may also find yourself stewing on a personal situation, only making things worse. How can you break free from the drama and cool down? Fire ants are surprisingly sensitive. Don't pretend the heat isn't getting to you. When in balance, thoughtful and disciplined. When out of balance, argues, excess heat, gossips. To bring into balance, solo time, walks at night, solo time. Bringing into balance. I feel like someone is now in the energy of humbleness after encounters with, I'm hearing that phrase, stepping like ants nest. And it's a kind of, when you say you stepped in ants nest, basically you're bound to get bitten, and this is fire ants. So this is like you stepped in a whole heap of BS. You faced a lot of BS with this fire ants energy, and it's not just one. It's like I'm hearing infested. I was actually looking for this book, and it's not in any kind of order, so it's so hard to read this card. I am humble. To press pause for a second, because this book, like I said, it's in an order, but not an easy order to understand. So anyways, this card number 39. I am humble. The virtue of humbleness is the embodiment of the ideal of gentle confidence. This tender certainty pays homepage to the notion that you are part of the all, a living, breathing consciousness within creation, an amalgamation of every element, a child of the earth, a silver of the stars. Be humble, for you are made of earth. Be noble, for you are made of stars. It is advisable to remember the humble wisdom in modesty, because every living, breathing consciousness is also a part of this. All and every creature within creation is a part of the all. A humble soul can stand proud and feel gratitude for their unique place within infinite space without having to shout their perception or worth from the rooftops. The humble human is aware that pride is a dangerous path, and it is far better to embody a humble, I am humble, than to constantly emit energies that can be perceived as if a need to prove something or call for a recognition and or social acceptance. Through the idolization of being humble, an activity embodying quiet confidence, a keen sense of compassion manifests. The transparent container which houses conceit is a boundary built on a subconscious foundation of an indecency, or I can't even say the word. can't say the word, and once my mind gets like that, it's going to shut down. In seeking acknowledgement for material worth or purely superficial pursuits, one is displaying a lack of conscious connection as peace is replaced by the need of approval. In embodying an energy of conceit, you subconsciously empower darkness by separating yourself from light, selfishly believing you are above all others. Remember the tale of the emperor's new clothes. For the it's gone blank again. This happens of humbleness. The ANTITHESIS of humbleness. A wealthy man had everything, but needed to always be ahead of all others. Yet, when he was served his timeless lessons and exposed to the public, the moral of the myth revealed that the soul is always transparent in its own actions and behavior, no matter what you are wearing. Are you naked in your authentic truth, or are you covered in lies spun from the finest fabric? A humble heart needs nothing more than what they already are. I am who I am, nothing more, nothing less. That's not what it says, that's what I say. But it's being humble within all this. It's like I'm hearing the phrase right now, not even a phrase, but I'm hearing a sentence in my head like, how can someone remain humble within this infestation of this fire ant that they may have stepped into by choice? Because everything is a choice. We have choice in all things that we do. So I feel like somebody's humbly learning their lessons within the choices that they've made, looking into themselves and how it is that they can balance themselves, overcoming these energies of the past, of the foundation. And I'm going to read this card number 6. So it says, you have called this card into your awareness today as an indication that balance is required. Somewhere in your life, mastering balance is certainly a work in progress and a powerful master key to a more harmonious and enjoyable life. We live in a physical world of polarity, with day and night, hot and cold, and the forces of nature are constantly working towards a state of balance in everything. Living a life of balance is the ultimate goal. When you can walk your path with no judgment and realize that everything has an opposite, life becomes less stressful and flows with ease and grace. You may have been feeling out of whack of late. Take a moment to see what is out there. Take a moment to see what is out of balance in your life. What have you been putting too much energy into or focusing on? Or what requires a little more attention? If you've been putting too much energy and allow the natural flow of balance to take place, if you have been ignoring something and not giving it the attention it requires, now is the time to give it some love, care and focus. It could be thoughts in your head, relationships, work, family, or a new project you are working on. Once you find where the balance is required, take action and positive steps to allow the natural flow to occur. There is an old saying that too much of a good thing is not always the best medicine. Balance is key. It's time to let go and stop pushing or trying too hard. Surrender and allow balance to bless your life. This card can also indicate that balance may already be present, and you have been taking the right steps to allow it to flow in your world. The affirmation of the card is, I am balanced in all aspects of my life. And again, I feel like with the latter part of the reader, that somebody is now in a more balanced place because they've done the work, they've done the soul searching that they needed to do. They looked into themselves, they looked into what needed balancing within their life and moved away from whatever this ant's nest was, fire energy. The back's turned to this fire energy, but yet it's still focused on this past energy. Slightly turned away though, is how I'm seeing it. but moving in evolving kind of energy, moving in a positive direction, seeking the knowledge that's needed in order to overcome whatever this foundation phobias were or are, learning how to balance yourself within the foundation, or learning to live within the balance of the foundation kind of energy. Rejection. Again, I'm going to put it down as a past energy because this did come through. I can't remember what series it was, but I feel like it was within season 5. And it just speaks about man's rejection is the Most High's protection. Understanding why these things had to happen, why you had to experience this energy of this fire ant. It was an energy that needed to push you in the direction that you was needing to be in order to balance yourself. And in needing to balance yourself, you needed to remember kind of energy. So I'm going to pull one more card to see what else comes out in regards to, so what's the lessons that's been learned from these rejection, from this rejection energy. Soulmate. Pay attention to the signs at the bottom of the deck. I will read it. I'm just going to pull some more chakra energy to see where energy is currently in regards to this energy. Kind of wanted to slip out. I noticed dreams. Tell me more about this energy. Visualization, imagination, focus, experience, and manifestation. So I was asking, what's the highest current energy of the energies that I'm tapping into in regards to the healing of the Little Matchstick Girl season 5, which would be your energy if you're resonating with those seasons. So it could be that you're having certain visualizations of your past life another time. You know, like kind of regression, looking back into the Akashic records kind of energy, going as far back as. Or it could just be that you're having visualizations of being rejected in the past in regard to these phobias, how it's reoccurred in your life, cycle after cycle, generation after generation. But it's not visualizations of a low frequency. It's visualizations in a higher energy. It's your third eye chakra. Card number 40. Imagination, focus and experience, manifestation. Expand your view and therefore your experience of the possible. In the pre-dawn hours of a new day, an individual sits posed on the hilltop beneath the moon, initiating the sacred process of creation. He knows that whatever he wishes to create in the world must first cultivate within. In the rhymes of his even breath, rhythms, of his even breath and quiet mind, he opens his vision to the sky. Within one moment of pure connection to source, a bridge is built between the highest view of what you can be and his currently reality, visualization. The card message. Visualizations is one of the most powerful healing and creative tools available to us. It communicates to the universe that we are seeking and serves as a reflection point and beacon of guidance to know what we must do to achieve it. This card encourages you to include more visualizations into your life right now. Amidst the fast pace of change and challenge in life, it can be very easy to get caught up in reaction, never stopping to cultivate a clear vision of what we truly wish to create. But when we pause on the path, even for a moment, and take time to clarify our intentions, we dramatically shift our ability to experience genuine fulfillment on the path, often beyond the wildest dreams. Our thoughts and feelings influence our actions, and so then end up creating our reality. It is time now for you to take control. Include more conscious visualizations in your life. Consider different aspects of your existence, your vitality, your relationships, your finances, and practice seeing them not as they are now, but as you truly wish them to be. Visualize yourself in a desired situation, as though it is already real. Feel how it feels to be there, what it looks like and smells and tastes like. Write about it, draw it, or make a collage. Start thinking and acting as if it has already come to fruition. The picture we hold in our mind builds feelings in our bodies and fuel our steps in the world. What is your very highest vision of your life? How do you see yourself living and working, serving and creating? Take time to cultivate this vision and listen for any guidance that may come to support your steps in manifesting this into reality. The more you include visualizations in your daily life, the more you will start thinking, feeling, acting, and vibrating as if your desired result is already here. See and feel it clearly. Build the energy within, and you will naturally align with the highest dreams, creating a fulfilling reality. And I feel that's the energy that someone's in and trying to move away from. I feel like whatever this fire ant energy was, it kind of brought back to the surface this past life phobia, this generational pattern, this year after year, cycle after cycle energy for you, of feeling this energy of rejection. I feel like I'm connecting with somebody who's seeing past that, seeing that everything happens for a reason kind of energy, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Taking the blessings out of whatever this fire ant energy was and evolving from it, ascending, doing that shadow work that's needed to be done in order to get this balance for a better manifestation, for a better future. Soulmate, card number 14. Open your heart and invite sacred love. Your soulmate is not far from you. To connect with them, you need to open your heart. Call them in and have patience. If you are not ready to accept your soulmate, keep working on self-love. You will be drawn to your soulmate like a magnet and feel an immense sense of familiarity, like you have known them before. Your capacity to love will increase dramatically, and you will experience higher states of consciousness. No one can touch your heart in the same way that a soulmate can. It is important to note that your soulmate will not necessarily be your partner. He or she may come in a completely different form than you imagined, but they will offer you incredible wisdom, growth, and expansion. Be aware that we connect with our soulmates when we are ready to truly evolve and move to the next level of consciousness and life experience. We attract them into our lives when we need to open our hearts fully and learn about unconditional love. Take some slow, deep breaths. Connect to your heart. Imagine calling your soulmate towards you. You don't know and I keep on saying sorry, and I've been corrected about that. It says you don't have to know what they like, what they look like. Just feel the openness in your heart and allow yourself to connect to their heart. Imagine that there is a gold. Imagine there is a gold cord attaching you to them with beautiful loving energy flowing between you. Know that you are supported and will soon meet each other in the physical reality. Keep working on opening your heart and enjoying your life. So I feel like for this card to be here, and I take note of where it is within how the cards are laid, and it's here at the bottom. So I feel like this is something that somebody is visualizing. Somebody is actually calling in a soulmate, but I don't feel like it's at the forefront of your mind. I feel like you're content and humble at this time in doing the work on yourself. Overall energy here is to regain balance within self, looking into why it is you are the way you are, or how you're feeling the way you're feeling, or why you visualize the things that you visualize. I feel like I'm connected to somebody who's connecting to moon energy, sets out their intentions with each full moon, new moon energy, manifesting exactly what it is within great detail in what they're looking for in life, not just throwing out, bullet points in what they're looking for. Oh, I want a soulmate. Actually putting in details that you're wanting somebody to love you as you will love them back, somebody that can help build as much as you can help build, equality, not just putting out into the universe that that's what you want because of an energy of rejection. I feel like I'm connecting to somebody who's looking for more than that. More than that. I was asking what work still needs to be done in regards to this current energy: intelligence, education, knowledge, perception, and flexibility. So I feel like someone's needing to seek more knowledge in the areas of life that they're wanting to look into. Could be past life regression energy. You understand? It could be to do with healing of that energy. This could, I'm seeing a lot of purples here. This is a lot of crown chakra energy. So I feel like I'm talking to a high priestess energy. I'm kind of getting a visualization now of someone literally being pulled out of this ant's nest, literally pulled out of this ant's nest with like a rope kind of energy. Someone's moving away and ascending from this energy. This almost looks like a bird's eye view of this fire ant. If you see it, looks like a bird's eye view. It's like someone's looking at where it is that they've come from and where it is that they're heading to. Where is it? Divine consciousness. I love it. I said, what's the overall energy? What's the energy, the destination that you're wanting to head into? The energies that I'm tapping into. It says interconnection, expansion, oneness, light, divine consciousness. Humble energy. Bottom of the deck again, presence. Again, more crown chakra energy. Awareness, attention, reality, and connection. Sorry about that. I had to turn my son's TV off, and then as I was getting back into it, I tried to press record again, and I had to take out the SD card and all of this. But anyway, as I was doing all of that, I was just kind of looking at the reading, and I was remembering a song that I wrote back in, I believe it was February. It's at the ending of one of the readings I did back then, and it says, we come to stop the confusion for everyone. Come and speak in a many tongue. It says, I'm a Brittany, let me humble like the Chinese culture. Wing Chu, how are you? You never know that. Didn't see through Wing Chu, how are you? humble like the Chinese culture. You understand that? I might just put that at the end of it, and that was me at the end of that reading that I did. That was like early AMs, very early AMs, and I was sitting there. I didn't even realize for around 4 or 5 hours, just reciting those words over and over again in my mind, writing it down, changing it up. Just 4 hours, my voice was literally gone. I haven't, like, when I actually sing that song now, I sang it so much that day, or recited it so much that day, that I just kind of sing it with well, I can't even sing, but I'm more DJ rap style, and it comes out as if my voice is straining to sing, but I guess it's just the style of the song. So yeah, back to the reading. Kind of lost track for a minute. So looking back into this energy here, so in regards to visualization, this intelligence, this divine consciousness, the interesting I just kind of wanted to slip out. It says, Mother Earth, feel loved and comforted. Remember I was saying about the bird's eye view, and it fell right over on the eagles. The eagle fell right over on the ant's nest and the rejection energy. And it says, see things from a higher perspective. And I will read this one from the book, as that was the advice from ancestral advice. And see, we've got the sun card. Enjoy success and happiness. Understand that you're never alone. Never alone. You're always being looked over. Again, going back to another song I've got there, and it says, so I'm just looking for my ancestral book at the same time, and it says, no weapon formed against me that could never prosper. Go looking at the history book in the book of Isaiah. Go looking at the history book in the book of Isaiah. I don't remember that, but then it goes on to say about, they never knew us, we have a samurai fighter. Then it says, oh, I can't remember how it goes now. It's because I'm in the energy of this reading, but that's the song that's coming to mind. And it says, they never knew us, we have a samurai fighter. They never knew us, we are look over like a movie, blockbuster. Never knew us, we have a movie, blockbuster. Remember, say you have your angels and ancestors. That's it. So remember, say you have your angels and ancestors. I watch over you like a movie, blockbuster. Not never knows that I'm a samurai fighter. Not never knows that I'm a carry them sniper. So always know that you're never alone. You're connected between the earth and the sun. And that's from ground to top. You understand? You're surrounded by earth energy, universal energy, divine consciousness. Surrounded by it. I just split right past people. Like that page is sort of. Remember, say I have an angel and ancestor. I watch over you like a movie. Sorry, for some reason I just can't find it in the book. Find it in the book. But we understand what the eagle means. It means seeing things, as the card says, from a higher perspective. But I really did want to read, and for some reason it's just not showing itself to me.